P6 class, and the topic is still classification of living things. And that's my name, that's my number. The purpose of this lesson, for those ones who got interruptions during the lesson because of power, this is for you. It's an activity at the end of this lesson. Make sure you copy the activity, do it, and send to my WhatsApp number. Okay, in the previous lesson, we had looked at the animal kingdom, and we say the animal kingdom is majorly grouped into two groups. Like you see on my screen, we have the vertebrates and then the invertebrates. We also went ahead to define vertebrates, and we say vertebrates are animals with the backbone. And then we say the backbone is sometimes referred to as the vertebral column, or you can call it a spine. Therefore, it's also important, right, for someone to define vertebrates as animals with a vertebral column. We proceeded to look at some of the common features, or you may call them characteristics of vertebrates. We said one, they have a backbone or vertebral column. They have an endoskeleton. Vertebrates have an alimentary canal, a tube that runs from the mouth to the anus. They have a brain that is protected by the skull. And that was our activity in the previous lesson. Those ones who did and submitted, I'm so much happy. Those ones who failed to submit their work, always endeavor to submit the work for marking. Today's lesson, we are looking at the groups of vertebrates, and these groups are 5, like we shall see. We have the mammals, we have the birds, we have the reptiles, amphibians, and then fish. However, the birds and mammals can be put in the same group because all those ones can be called the warm-blooded vertebrates. Whereas our friends, the reptiles, the amphibians, and fish can also be grouped under what they call the cold-blooded vertebrates. So this kind of grouping is important because you're going to encounter some questions involving comparison of the different groups of vertebrates. So there we are on your screen, like you see. That is how we categorize them. I want to proceed and then look at the warm-blooded vertebrates. These ones are able to maintain a constant body temperature regardless of their environment. I can quote, for example, the normal body temperature of a human being in degrees Celsius, 37 degrees Celsius, and when you convert that to degrees Fahrenheit, definitely be able to get 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is the constant body temperature, and in case there is a rise in that temperature, sometimes it can be caused due to conditions like ovulation in females, but then sometimes it is basically fever. Okay, the warm-blooded vertebrates are sometimes called homeothermic vertebrates, and out of the 5, I've chosen to start with the mammals. There we go. We have a few examples of mammals, but we're going to see more. We shall be seeing more of these examples, and definitely we shall be classifying them according to their common features and properties. The mammals have what you call common characteristics. All mammals have mammary glands, and once they are finished to give birth, then they are able to feed their young ones of milk that is produced by the mammary glands. Mammals also undergo internal fertilization. Actually, mammals, reptiles, and bats undergo internal fertilization. What else should we know about mammals? Mammals also breathe by means of lungs. So it is also important to know that mammals have their bodies covered with fur. In fact, even the rare ones like dolphins, have some little fur in them. So mammals have fur. Fur can also be referred to as hair. Body hair. They also have a four-chambered stomach. It is a four-chambered heart. It is one heart, but having compartments, and those compartments we are calling them chambers. So remember, the upper ones are called auricles, or you may choose to call them atria, whereas the downer ones are called the ventricles. Okay. What else should you know about mammals? Mammals feed their young ones on milk, and we say this milk is produced by the mammary glands. Mammals have a well-developed brain that is protected by the skull. We are looking at the characteristics of mammals. They are also warm-blooded, like we saw in the beginning. So this is an example. We are trying to look at how mammals give birth to live young ones, or for them living young ones. Mammals don't lay eggs. Apart from one group, there's a group of mammals we shall see it. But most mammals give birth to living young ones. Cows don't lay eggs. Human beings don't lay eggs, but they produce living young ones. We have also looked at feeding their young ones on milk. That you have. That is a dog, which is also the mammal, and it is feeding its young ones. You can call them puppies on milk. Mammals also, their bodies are covered with fur. You can see on your left you have a bush baby, and then you have the chin on your right, but their bodies are covered with fur. And that is the activity of the day. Number one is saying mention the three groups of cold-blooded vertebrates. Number two is saying what are warm-blooded vertebrates. And number three, which happens to be the last number of the day, to give any two reasons why a cat is referred to as a mammal. I won't be going beyond this. Thank you very much for watching. For those ones who missed this lesson, there you are. I wish you a blessed day.